Hello, and welcome to the show called It's Time to Tell a Joke. I'm your host, Alan Wegener. Well, how has your day been going? How's your drive home from work today? Well, if you have been having a bad day, I hope the next 20 minutes or so of this show will help brighten your day and put a smile on your face. So get yourself a good warm cup of coffee and sit back in your nice, easy, relaxing chair. Get comfortable in it and enjoy the show for the next few minutes. Okay, here's a good knock-knock joke just to start off with. Knock, knock. Who's there? Thistle. Thistle who? This will make you laugh. Question. What happens when you throw a green rock into the Red Sea? Answer. It gets wet. Duh. Now here's good questions for all you who are scientists out there in my TV audience. Question. What is the color of rain? Answer. Watercolors, of course. Okay. So are you folks ready for some good old light bulb jokes again out there? Question. How many gardeners does it take to change a light bulb? Answer. 3. This is why it takes 3 gardeners to change a light bulb. One gardener changes it, and the other 2 have to decide about whether this is the right time of year to be putting in light bulbs or daffodil bulbs. Question. How many politicians does it take to change a light bulb? Answer. 2 of them. One to change it, and another one to change it back again. Okay, finally, how many providers does it take to change a light bulb? Answer. Who really wants to know anyways? All right. Here's just one more thing to give yourself something to think about out there. Who said beer won't make you smarter? It made Budweiser smarter, didn't it? Okay. We've heard about the joke with the horse who had a long look on his face, right? Well, it even gets better with this one. So the horse walks into the bar and sits down. The bartender asks him, "Why the long look on your face?" Well, the second horse walks into the bar, but with jumper cables attached to his head and sits down. Well, the bartender says, "I don't mind the long face, but don't you go and try and start anything." All right. Here's something to think about. And then there's this cheeseburger who walked into the bar one day. The bartender says, "Sorry, but we don't serve any food here." And did you hear about the man who went back to the bar where he was the night before? Well, the man walks up to the bartender and he asks, "Was I here all night long?" "You certainly were," replied the bartender. "And did I spend a lot of money here?" "You sure did. You spent over $100, the bartender said. "Thank goodness for that," said the man. "I thought for a moment that I completely wasted it." So is my TV audience out there ready for some more of those road rage jokes? Okay. You know that you have road rage when you flash your brights at that slow, dumb idiot Jacob ahead of you, if only your buggy had headlights. The only thing that calms you down is your trusty Megadeth CD. And finally, you know that you have road rage fatigue as when you see more, where you swear more before you get to work than most of those rappers do all day. All right. Here are some more of those good old telemarketer jokes for all of you people out there that just love them calling you at home. So if you get a phone call from the Acme Corporation, just ask them, first of all, to spell out the name of the business first. Next, ask them where they are located, how long they've been in business, how many people work there, and how they got into their line of business in the first place. Then you can take this to the next level. Ask them if they are married, how many kids they have, and then just throw them off the course a little, but continue to ask them personal questions about themselves for as long as you can. Think about this for a moment. If you could sidetrack the telemarketer for as long as you can with all these questions, eventually the marketers will hang up. Here are some more good elevator jokes for all you just to think about for a moment. These are things you can do when you get on the elevator. Walk on the elevator with a cooler that says, "Human head inside." 2, carry a blanket on the elevator with you and hold it protectively. 3, give a religious tract to each passenger who gets on the elevator that says on the front cover, "The end of the world is at hand." 4, make explosive sounds when anyone pushes a button. 5, blow bubble gum. 6, on every floor that someone gets on the elevator, just ask, "Does anybody know where the nearest bathroom is?" And then get off to look for it. 7, leave a box between the elevator doors when you get off. 8, draw a square on the elevator's floor and then tell the passengers when they get on the elevator that this is your personal space. Don't cross over it. 9, ask each passenger who gets on the elevator, "Are you afraid of heights?" And 10, finally, show the other passengers the wound that you have on your arm, then ask them if it is affected. All right. Here are 3 more signs of the fact that you might have road rage on your mind. 1, your Yugo hood ornament on your 4x4 is not really a hood ornament at all. 2, that you threaten to run over the person in front of you even though that you are standing in line at church for communion. 3, finally, you have plowed into more pedestrians than Walt Whitman had. Okay, here's enough road rage jokes. So did you hear about the 2 ghosts that were talking to each other? Well, one asked the other, do you believe in people? And here are some more dictionary words for the women out there in my TV audience here who are watching the show to think about. 1, hardware store, a noun, similar to a black hole in space. If he goes in, he isn't coming out very soon. 2, exercise, a noun, to walk up and down a mall, pausing briefly from time to time to make a purchase. Watch, a noun and a verb, a miniature clock that tells him that he should be on time for your date, but he seldomly is. All right, how's my TV audience doing out there? Well, I hope some of these jokes have put a smile on your face, making your day go a little bit better. So here are some final things I like to close out today's show, to give you something to think about for a moment. Here's one, that God must love stupid people. Why? Because he sure didn't make so many of them. 2, that I took an IQ test and the results were negative. And 3, here's one for students. Asking dumb questions is easier than correcting dumb mistakes. If idiots could fly, this world would need an airport. And finally, if ignorance is bliss, why aren't there more happy people out there? Well, that's all for today's show called It's Time to Tell a Joke. I hope the rest of your week will go by with a happy smile on your face. And until next time, if you see somebody depressed and could use some cheering up, just simply share them a funny joke with them. It might be just a thing they might make their day. Until then, I'm your host, Alan Wegener.